Hei, ce mai faceți? Bine ați venit la un nou episod de Mystery and Crime. Eu sunt Patricia și astăzi am pregătit pentru voi un caz puțin mai diferit, în sensul că vom începe cu sfârșitul. Adică cunoaștem criminalul, știm ce a făcut, dar nu știm de ce și va trebui să aflăm motivul. Pentru cazul de astăzi ne aflăm din nou în Ohio, mai exact în Eaton, un orășel cu o populație de aproximativ 9.000 de locuitori. Era anul 2022, iar pe strada East Summers, numărul 3, locuia o femeie pe nume Alice J. Matini. Avea 93 de ani și nu se mai descurca singură, așa că nepoata ei, Heidi Michelle Matini, avea grijă de ea de ceva timp. Heidi avea 35 de ani și locuia foarte aproape de bunica ei. Făcea maxim 4 minute până acasă la ea, deci o vizita în fiecare zi. Așa a făcut și pe data de 15 noiembrie 2022. Afară era înnorat, dar nu era frig, așa că cele două, numai bine, au ieșit la o mică plimbare. S-au plimbat puțin, pe urmă s-au întors acasă și au stat la povești în bucătărie. Au mâncat și înghețată, iar după ce au terminat de mâncat, Alice s-a oferit să spele vasele. De obicei nu le spăla ea, le spăla doar dacă Heidi făcea de mâncare, dar de data aceasta s-a oferit ea să le spele. Era pregătită să înceapă treaba, dar la un moment dat a simțit o mână pe cap. Era mâna lui Heidi, iar aceasta încerca să își bage bunica cu capul în chiuvetă. Heidi încerca să o înnece pe Alice. Alice era în vârstă, la 93 de ani nu avea cum să se apere. A intrat cu capul în apă, s-a agitat cât de cât, a încercat să o împingă pe Heidi, dar aceasta era mult mai puternică decât ea. Maximul ce a putut să-l facă a fost să își țină respirația cât mai mult posibil, însă Heidi a ținut-o prea mult timp cu capul sub apă, iar aceasta a murit înnecată. Văzând că nu mai ies baloane din apă, Heidi și-a luat bunica în brațe și a așezat-o pe canapeaua din sufragerie. Alice era deja moartă, dar Heidi nu era așa de sigură pentru că tot vedea cum îi iese spumă din gură și credea că aceasta era încă în viață. Și ce idee credeți că i-a trecut acum prin cap lui Heidi? Să umple vana cu apă. A pus dopul, a dat drumul la apă și în timp ce vana se umplea, a luat-o pe Alice și a adus-o în baie. Apoi a dezbrăcat-o și a băgat-o în vană, dar cu fața în sus. Alice era acum în vană cu fața în sus, iar Heidi apăsa cu mâinile pe pieptul ei. A ținut-o sub apă vreo 15 minute, iar de data aceasta Heidi era sigură că bunica ei nu mai avea cum să se trezească. Ceea ce a făcut Heidi apoi o să vă șocheze, eu n-am rămas fără cuvinte. Deci s-a asigurat că Alice era moartă, a întors-o cu fața în jos și a lăsat-o acolo în vană, în apă. Apoi a deschis geamul de la baie, iar pe acolo a și ieșit din casă și s-a dus direct la poliție.
So what's going on?
Yeah, probably. Feel like I put the dog down.
So, this is your mother, your grandmother. Is it on your mother's side or your father's side?
My father's side.
Your father's side. So, what happened today to lead to this?
Nothing special. It's just a day like every other day. We went to the doctor yesterday, and the doctor said that like we could put her into a nursing home because that's what she wants. But we can't afford that. It's $289 a day. Her insurance won't cover it because she owns a house, but her sons are fighting over it. It's a fucking nightmare. And I'm sick of seeing her. She's stressed out. She has panic attacks every damn day. She shouldn't have to live like that.
Okay.
Correction on address is 325.
So you decided to take her life today.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Right along with 8.
And you did it by just drowning her, correct? Okay, so what time did this happen?
Maybe an hour ago, hour and a half ago.
Did you walk up here?
I did.
Okay. Who else lives in that apartment?
Her son lives next door with his girlfriend, and then her kids live in the other apartments.
So who lives in apartment 3? Is that your
That's
apartment?
just her apartment.
That's her apartment. She owns a house
And a cat.
and a cat. Okay. And nobody else was present during this?
No.
Okay. So why did you do it? Do you know?
Because she keeps calling me that. She keeps calling me. And she wants me to sit there and listen with her and like just every day. And I do it every day. But I can't do it anymore. I'm gonna kill myself. That's where I'm at. I almost went with her, but I can't drown myself.
Okay. So you started in the bathroom sink.
In the kitchen sink.
In the kitchen sink. Was she just standing there?
Yeah.
And you
She's doing dishes.
doing dishes, and you just came up from behind her and just put her head in the sink. And when you said you did that until she quit blowing bubbles, and then you moved her onto the couch, but you thought maybe she wasn't dead at that time, so then you took her into the bathtub. Was there water in the bathtub already?
No.
Did you run bath?
I did.
And so where was your grandmother at while you were running the bath waters?
On the couch.
On a couch. Okay. So after you filled up the water, how much water did you put in there?
Full bathtub.
Bathtub. And then did you carry her to the bathroom? Okay. And then what happened?
I held her there for what I thought was 15 minutes. And then
Face up or face down?
Face down.
Face down. Was her whole body in the tub or just part of it? Okay. And then what happened after that?
I left and came here.
Okay, so she's in the bathtub right now. Is that correct? Ms. Matheny? Okay. All right. Is there anything you want to add to it? Okay.
Între timp, detectivii au ajuns acasă la Alice, au ajuns acolo pe la ora 6 seara și au găsit-o pe aceasta în vană, moartă, iar geamul de la baie era deschis. Au controlat prin casă și au luat la analizat o pătură, o pereche de papuci roz, o ceașcă albă, un telefon, câteva cuțite și niște cutii de plastic. Rezultatele autopsiei arătau că Alice avea pieptul fracturat, la fel și o coastă, și avea și câteva vânătăi și zgârieturi în zona gâtului și pe brațe. La secție, Heidi a declarat că și-a ucis bunica pentru că nu mai putea să aibă grijă de ea, nu mai avea răbdare, se săturase de ea. Însă detectivii suspectau că poate s-a întâmplat altceva, poate cele două s-au certat, iar Heidi și-a pierdut controlul.
I don't know. After we ate ice cream, she went up to do dishes.
Mm-hmm.
She offered to do the dishes. She usually does if I cook.
You're at the sink, right?
Yeah, and I just lost my shit.
Okay. Now let me ask you, what? I'll give you a moment. Okay. We got tissues
I
and
have this and those if you need them. I
okay.
didn't find any others. I'm sorry.
It's nothing that she did. She's not she's a perfect freaking grandma.
Okay. And so she wasn't nagging at you or anything. She just had her back to you doing the dishes, correct?
Yeah,
Okay. And where were you standing at?
right next to her.
Right next to her, to the right or to the left of her?
I think it was to her left.
Okay. And so, how full was the sink? Do you
It
ever
was full.
full?
I filled it up the rest of the way.
Okay. So you put more water in it?
Yeah.
Okay. And so why did you put more water in it?
Because while I was doing it, the thing moved, and then
And
I
so you
saw that there was
continued-
no water, and
Yeah.
then I just instead of building up
Okay, I got you. So how do you have her? You have her
by the hair,
by the hair,
and then I
okay.
picked her up, and I put her on the counter, and I put her in the water.
So let's back up real quick, okay? Let's try to maintain our composure, okay? Because I want to get the absolute correct story from you, okay? So you're to the left of her, and then how did the idea just come into your head? Do you remember?
I just
Okay. And so you grabbed her by the hair, and then you pushed her head under the water, and the water started running out. And so you physically started putting more water in there, correct? And what kind of struggle? Was she struggling?
She was struggling.
Okay.
She's strong.
Did you strike her or anything like that? You didn't? No? You just was able to overpower her and hold her under the water? Okay. And then you held her under the water until when? How long did you hold her head under the water?
Maybe 5-10 minutes.
5 or 10 minutes at the sink?
It was a while.
At the sink? Okay. Did you notice if any bubbles were still coming out? Or
That's why I tried. Like, I just...
And so then after that, you took her and did you drag her to the couch or did you pick her up?
I picked her up and I
laid her on the couch. Okay. And then what?
She started like bubbling.
Okay. So she was breathing again at that point?
I think so.
Yeah. Sorry about that. So we were talking about she's on the couch, and then you thought that she was still breathing, right? And so what was going through your head at that point? Maybe we could stop this?
No, I wanted her to be at rest.
Okay. So it was your intention at that point, while she was laying on the couch, and you thought that she possibly could still be alive, to go ahead and continue doing what she was doing. Okay. All right. Did she make any movement or anything like that? Just bubbles out of her mouth and nose? Okay. Was it water coming out or was it air? You don't remember? Okay. Was she raising her hands any or anything like that? She was just laying still? Okay. And so after that, so she's still on the couch, right? And then you go into do you get the idea to the bathtub? Okay. I don't want to lead you on this. This is what I've been told. Okay?
I feel like I got led on last night with my little interview.
Oh. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that, but...
Paranoia.
Okay, well let's just stay on this, okay? So you go into the bathroom and tell me what happened in the bathroom.
I filled up the water.
Okay.
I drug her at that point, and
How much water did you put in?
I filled it, I think.
Okay.
I unclothed her. I don't know why I took her clothes off, put her in the bathtub. I took her clothes off and I put her in the bathtub.
Okay.
And I just held her there.
Was she struggling at that time?
She was not conscious.
Okay, she was conscious.
Okay. And so you stated that you held her under the water for what, 15 minutes or so?
15 minutes.
Okay. And what hand did you hold her under with?
Both.
Both hands? All right. And so were you
Well,
just holding her
up?
Okay.
So I had to
So you pushed her all the way down, or just kind of held her head under the water?
and held her chest.
Okay, so when you had her under the water, was she face down or was she?
She was face up.
Face
and
up.
then I rolled her over.
Okay. I got you. So as you were holding her under the water, you were holding her down by her chest, correct? Okay. And then was there any struggle under the water at that point? Okay.
I noticed she did have some like scratches, but that's probably from getting her into the bathtub.
Okay.
Just that metal rack.
Okay.
And then you said you rolled her face down while she's in the tub?
Okay. Why did you do that?
Because I left.
I mean, why did you roll her over though?
Because she kept floating back to the top.
Okay. Why was the window open?
Because that's where I went left. Out the window.
Why did you leave out the window?
Because I didn't want anybody to see me leave. Because I wanted to come straight here.
Ați observat și voi că Heidi avea momente când se legăna și știți și voi că nu era un comportament random. Este un semn, iar detectivii au văzut și ei că ceva nu era în regulă, așa că i-au făcut niște analize care, din păcate, au confirmat că Heidi avea probleme psihice. Și nu numai. Aceleași probleme le avea și mama lui Heidi, dar și Alice. Detectivii se întrebau acum dacă nu cumva Heidi a avut pur și simplu o criză care a împins-o să o atace pe Alice, pentru că vedeau cât de mult își iubea bunica. Chiar ea a spus că Alice este bunica perfectă. Iar întrebarea era de ce și-a omorât bunica perfectă. Spunea că se săturase să aibă grijă de ea, dar detectivii începuseră să creadă că Heidi a premeditat totul.
So did you have intention to do this ever before you went over there?
I will admit that, like, me and her have discussed it. Like, she's like come to me, and it was the point of hysteria. So like I dismissed it, and I kept dismissing it. She would be crying, having panic attacks, and she'd just kill me. And like it's like, you know, we say it like I don't know, we all say that, but we have had that emotional distress conversation. I mean, I know I'm a fucking nut, but like she gets upset too. Like it's
Right.
stressful. And,
Well, I understand.
and I felt like she was, and this thought crossed my mind too. One day I was walking down the street and there's this dog, and it's a white old dog, and it reminds me of her hair. And I lived in Tucson at the time, sitting there at the bus stop. So I run across the street and I pick up this dog, and it's biting at me and snapping at me because it's scared to death. I take it home with me, and it's got diarrhea, it's dehydrated, it's sick, it's been stranded in Tucson, there's no humidity. So I take this dog to the vet, and the vet said that dog was just really old, and it probably left its home to go die. Like, that's probably what it did. So that's what I was thinking too, is like, she's just...
So were you thinking that before you went over there? That you needed to do this?
No,
Okay.
before I went over.
Okay.
Like I said, we were just going to sit down and eat ice cream, and then it just... Bam!
Just popped in your head.
Just, like, and...
Had you ever thought about doing this particular thing to her prior to this? I mean, had you
I've never thought about
Never
doing
thought about
this
that.
to her, no.
Okay.
But now that I'm laying in there thinking about it, I'm thinking of all the little situations that led me up to this, and I just don't want to be here anymore.
What do you mean by the situations that led you up to this?
Like the dog,
The dog?
and then last night's interview, like I just thought about that, and like all the little things, like,
And who did you say that was with? Social Security?
yeah. That was the last question they asked me.
That's an odd question. Heidi, you're not wanting to harm yourself, are you?
I don't want to be here anymore.
Okay. So now, let me ask you this, okay? I'll give you a couple minutes there, okay? Is there anything else that you think I need to know about what that situation happened?
I don't think so.
Okay. Have you been aggravated with her?
I'm not aggravated with her. I'm aggravated at the situation. She's got her son living next door, and the
What's his name?
Rusty.
Rusty.
Then there's little Paisley. She's a matted little brat that's filthy. And it's like she goes in and out of the house, and she sits like my grandma as a princess. She was raised as a pretty, pretty princess. Her whole life, she's been well taken care of, wealthy, all those things.
Yeah.
And she's got all this trash that all of a sudden shows up and moves in next door and comes walking in and out of her house, sitting all over shit, and it drives her up the wall. And she can't protect herself. She can't tell him to leave. She can't do anything, and it drives her crazy, and it drives me nuts because I just want to like kick everybody out. But as soon as I leave, they're all right back in. And like the look on his face, he's so proud to do that to her. And it's fucking psychotic.
And do you live with anybody?
I live with her other son and my mom on Spring Street, and that's her house. And that like
Who's your mom?
they've overrun her.
What's your mom's name?
Holly.
Holly.
Matheny.
Holly Matheny. Okay. I got you.
It's just, I feel like I'm in hell.
În timpul investigației s-a mai aflat că Heidi a dus-o la medic pe Alice cu o zi înainte de crimă, iar medicul le-a comunicat că Alice trebuia să fie internată într-un azil. Alice își dorea foarte mult să fie internată, doar că familia ei nu își permitea să o țină acolo. Alice era dezamăgită și la fel se simțea și Heidi. Simțea că nu mai putea, că nu mai avea niciun fel de scăpare. Ultima ei speranță era să meargă la azil, dar acum știa sigur că era nevoită să aibă grijă de ea pentru tot restul vieții. Și din acest motiv a decis să scape de ea. Detectivii au încercat să înțeleagă și cum s-a simțit Heidi după ce a făcut crima. Încercau să înțeleagă dacă i-a părut rău, dacă s-a simțit vinovată, însă Alice repeta aceeași poveste. Spunea că a omorât-o pentru că nu se mai putea ocupa de ea, în plus spunea că Alice avea nevoie de odihnă.
After you was walking out of the bathroom, what was your realization when you walked out of the bathroom?
That she's at peace. That she doesn't have to deal with this shit anymore.
When you say she's at peace, did you have the realization that she
I hope so. I hope so. And I hate that I feel that way. Like, I hate that I feel that way.
Well, I understand that. And I'm trying not to get you upset, but when I asked the question that when you say that you knew that she was at peace, did you understood that she was no longer alive? Is that correct?
I hope so.
You hoped so. Okay. And that was your intention, was to take her life. Okay. All right. And that was why you took her into the bathroom after she was on, because you didn't want to leave her alive on the couch. Correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Procesul a avut loc în luna martie a anului 2023, iar familia celor două femei a fost prezentă și ea, însă nu a vrut să lase nicio declarație. Avocatul lui Heidi a încercat să convingă juriul că Heidi era nevinovată, chiar dacă ea nu a declarat niciodată acest lucru, și susținea că femeia ar fi trebuit să fie internată undeva și ajutată, așa că i s-au făcut alte analize și s-a stabilit că Heidi într-adevăr avea probleme de sănătate, însă știa foarte bine ce făcea atunci când și-a înnecat bunica. Heidi Matini a fost condamnată la închisoare pe viață, dar va putea fi eliberată condiționat în anul 2037. Unii susțin că Heidi, Alice și mama lui Heidi erau bolnave, dar nu au apelat niciodată la doctor pentru că nu aveau bani pentru tratamente, așa că situația s-a înrăutățit. Însă, dacă acestea ar fi apelat la doctori, probabil că nu s-ar fi ajuns niciodată la această crimă. Întrebarea este, voi ce părere aveți? Sper că v-a plăcut acest caz, să-mi scrieți în comentarii ce reacție ați avut când ați aflat povestea lui Heidi, să nu uitați să vă abonați la acest canal dacă nu ați făcut-o până acum, dacă aveți chef și bineînțeles, până la următorul episod, să nu uitați să aveți grijă de voi.